Their Latinx Is Centering Queer Central American Voices. Reading Unfiltered Sestina for an Upset Stomach and The Miracle of Living. Please welcome Patrick Mullen Koyoy.
Hello, everybody. Can we hear me? Okay, good, yeah. Cool. So last year I was here as well, read some poetry about Ariana Grande. Not gonna do that this year, but really liked Thank You Next, so listen to her music if you want that. Hopefully next year I'll have another poem. So the first piece I have here tonight is called Filtered Sestina for an Upset Stomach. Kind of talking about that kind of familiar feeling some of us might have where we go back to our home country and then you get parasites and then you're sick for like the entirety of the time you're there and it really sucks. And I just got over like an antibiotic round. I went recently to visit because we were having the kind of nueve dias after the passing of my abuelita. So tonight, these poems, both kind of different subjects, but they're both kind of offered up to her and her memory. So, Filtered Sestina for an Upset Stomach. There's nothing shocking about the muted comfort that comes with this late night detox, a cellular, viral reminder of how my body rejects this land. I avoid it. I wash hands, purify, wipe clean the lip of the bottle, pass the water through, filtered, yet the stomach still knows, understands the gap. The process began earlier. Words formed a gap between me and my grandparents' comfort, voices put on speakerphone and filtered through my mother's interpretation. Our cellular connection didn't make the break any more clean, and it takes a decade for the joke of my alienation to land. When I was 5, though, I would look down at the slat of land as I deboarded the plane in Guate, would hop over the gap separating Guatemala City exhaust from the cabin pressure clean of sanitized air. Elmo in hand, I found comfort breathing in the sunny smog of the airport. On a cellular level, this felt like home unfolding on the tarmac, unfiltered. It takes decades of seeing Guatemala filtered, a rose-colored, government-censored, trauma-free motherland for me to question whether cellular inheritance means enough. Whether my claim to the gap that is diaspora is sufficient to comfort me as I sit in this bathroom, bowels clean. This cycle of upset stomach feels like coming clean, an acknowledgement that even when drinking water filtered through plastic jug and fire, the body finds a sick comfort in immunizing itself against my attempts to pass through this land that feels like it should be home. Instead, it spies the gap in my lips as I fumble a conjugation. Its attack is cellular. Tomorrow, we'll send the samples to the lab. For now, I pick up cellular phone, detach myself from the smell of clean bathroom bleach that sticks to my skin, the gap in the curtains, letting in the filtered light of a moon that I'd rather see from my own land, right now, where I can stomach this discomfort. There, I could fill this gap in gut bacteria, eliminate the cellular difference in comfort with apple cider vinegar and not some pineapple Pedialyte. I could let the flow of clean water, filtered, fill my mouth in the shower, not worrying where it will land. So this second piece is inspired by the title's inspired by the song Heaven is a Place on Earth by Belinda Carlisle. And it came out of a prompt where I was asked to write about utopia and what that looked like, especially for people who are queer. And I couldn't really quite picture that, so I took a lot of songs, music videos, books, other things that kind of felt utopic to me and tried to see what I could find in looking into them and kind of seeing what pieces of pop culture made up, a queer utopia. So this is The Miracle of Living. I want to live in a world where queers don't die, and maybe that's unrealistic, but it happened in Black Mirror. So how far off can we really be from that synth pop world where two queers can drive off into sunsets of teased hair and trying to kill yourself doesn't end in annihilation, but your arms around me, tides crashing against the shorelines of my shoulders, reminding us that heaven can be a place on a server, in a warehouse, on a television, out of reach. I want to live in a world where queers don't die, but have amnesia hardwired into us, like Janelle Monáe in Dirty Computer, and everything would be music, synapses sparking with neuroplastic neon choreography, recorded over recollections of us running from oblivion, and grooving to beats stored in the cleft between my neck and your mouth, our body's electric transmission beyond these soft reboots of Control, Alt, Delete. I want to live in a world where queers don't die. But if they have to, it could be like that book. You know, the one titled They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. With 11th hour warnings and 24-hour chances, enough time to live out a day of eternal futures, and no closure that doesn't end with us in the grave, but at least you could warm your fingers in the crucible of my palms, crystallize our lifelines into star-crossed synastry, rather than tell me you died 3 months later, secondhand. I want to live in a world where queers don't die because I'm so tired of everybody telling me that it's not enough to want a world beyond our survival, where I can dance and y'all can jive, and we can drive and implore our bass-boosted gods to gimme, 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 a lifetime past this present, just one dawn past midnight, where you can lay your love over the rhythm of my syncopated heart, the soundscape of two guys whose living is miracle enough. Thank you.